Hello there! If you like toy cars and Star Wars spaceships, you're probably going to enjoy this video. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 103, the Hot Wheels Star Wars Car and Spaceship Collection of 2001 and 2022. When most people think about Star Wars toys, they probably think about Kenner or Hasbro. But what about Mattel? Mattel has been creating Star Wars cars and spaceships for several years now. In fact, I've already posted 3 videos about my Hot Wheels Star Wars collection. In this video, I would like to share with you the latest additions to that collection that I have picked up over the last year. Let's find out how many of these cars and spaceships our collections share, shall we? Let's get started. But before I do, I gotta do it, I just gotta ask you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and maybe after the video, hey, leave a comment and let me know what you think of these. Are you ready to begin? Before I begin, I've got 2 spaceships that I picked up that are actually from like 2019, and I don't think I have these in my collection, so I had to pick these up. There are 2 spaceships. The first one is the Sith Infiltrator. Very good looking ship when you think about it. You look at it, it's got, for being such a small ship that's only a few inches long, it does have some pretty good detail, as you can see. Once again, it does come with a clear stand so that when you set it up, it does look like you are flying the spaceship. So not too bad. So I did pick up one of those to add to the collection. I was also able to find the Havoc Marauder. Of course, the Havoc Marauder is from the Bad Batch TV show, which fairly soon we're going to have a second season of that show. I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I was able to pick up 2 of these to add to my previous 2019 collection. I'm kind of glad I was able to, because I knew I was missing a few items in that collection. So let me get these set off to the side, and we'll get into the latest ones. Now, these are the cars that I have found during the last year. And there are 8 cars in the series, according to what's on the back of the cards. And I was lucky enough to be able to find all 8. I didn't find them all at one time. I had to look around a little bit before I could find them all. But I did finally get all of them. As you remember from previous videos, these cars are based off of characters from either the TV shows or the movies. So, for example, with Luke Skywalker, they based the car design off of Luke Skywalker. This particular Luke Skywalker car is from the Mandalorian. So, of course, we have Luke in his black cape cutting down the Death Troopers. And as you can see with the car, we have plenty of black on there, a little bit of blue, and we have some green at the bottom to represent his lightsaber. And if we look at the bottom of the car, we can see there's a little latch there. And that's because this little green thing here, if you move that latch out, the lightsaber will stick out from the side of the car. So not too bad a design there, I don't think. Nothing real fancy, just kind of a little sports car type thing. Almost kind of reminds me of the old version of the Batmobile, only less colorful. The next one is Darth Vader. Once again, we have a black car. Only this time, the hood is kind of shaped as if it's part of Darth Vader's helmet. And here again, we have a little latch on the bottom of the car again, that when we flip it over, brings out the red lightsaber. So we can have these cars dueling it out now between good and evil with their lightsabers that come out from the side of the car. I think it'd be more fun maybe if it came out from the front of the car. But hey, that's the way they designed it. The next one in the series is Han Solo. And of course, Han Solo, he's pretty much got an iconic look to him as far as his clothing goes. And that is basically what they designed the car to look like, based on his suit of clothes he wears. So we have basically a blue sides for the car with a white back, so signifying his blue jacket and his white shirt. And then we've got a big exhaust vent from the front there, which probably signifies Han's blaster. What do you think? Now, if we're going to have Han, well, we should probably have Chewbacca. And Chewbacca doesn't get a car. Nope, Chewbacca gets a truck. Yep, Chewbacca's big. We can't have a car for Chewbacca. He'd never fit into it. He needs a truck. So with Chewbacca's truck here, as you can see, brown is the theme there. We've got some wood panels on the doors and around the cab. Pretty funky looking ship, if I do say so myself. And the top of the ship, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the top of the ship looks like it has a giant bowcaster. So he could shoot what's ever behind him. And actually, from the looks of it, this bowcaster can lift up, so you can fire further away. So there are some characters, if we want to call them, from the original trilogy, although Luke is from The Mandalorian. But now we've got 4 more that are coming that are actually from the Mandalorian TV series. The first one of those, of course, would have to be the Mandalorian. So yes, there again, it is designed to give you the look of the Mandalorian with the silver Beskar armor and the brown trimmings that we see the Mandalorian wear. So there again, not too bad. Kind of a neat little sports car looking thing, but not a whole lot of windshield on this thing. Kind of gives you about as much view as that helmet the Mandalorian's wearing, probably. And of course, if we've got the Mandalorian, well, we've got to have a ship for Grogu, right? This one's kind of more of a small ship. Almost more like a buggy, I would say, wouldn't you? And this one, instead of a hood over it, we've actually got the hood in the shape of Grogu's head, with a very small windshield made up of Grogu's eyes. So what do you think of that one? It would probably be fun to drive in parades, but not very practical for driving on the street if somebody built a life-size version of that. The next one, we have Bo-Katan. And once again, we're showcasing Bo-Katan's colors with blue and silver. Again, the top of the car kind of looks as if it's coming from her helmet design. Kind of a neat look. You notice there's a lot of sports ships, or there's a lot of sports cars looks in these ships, pretty much. The 8th one, of course, you'll notice we're kind of missing a main character from both the Star Wars movies and the Mandalorian TV show that kind of crosses over between the two. Yep, you've guessed it. We have Boba Fett. And as you can see from his car, it is pretty much the same type of theming that we've seen in the other ones. Kind of a really hot rod car. Not so much of a sports car this time, more of a hot rod car. Once again, featuring the various colors of Boba Fett's armor. So, what do you think of these 8 cars in this series? And like I say, on the back it shows a picture of all the different cars. And yes, these are the 8 cars that are pictured on the back of the main cart. So what do you think? Which one of these is your favorite? Leave a comment as to which is your favorite and which is your least favorite. Let me get these out of the way and we'll go to the spaceships. Okay, as you can see on the back of these, there was 4 spaceships they came out with in the Hot Wheels Starship Select series. These are bigger than your normal little cars and so forth. They're also quite heavy. And as you can see, once again, very interesting packaging. Bigger than what we're used to, of course, with these little ones. But the packaging is even nicer than it was with the carded figures here. We've got kind of a neat symbol on the top, and each of these different vehicles does have a different symbol depending on what the ship is. We've got a nice picture on the back of each of the ship. We got a nice big bubble on the front that shows you 3 sides of the ship that's involved. And of course, this first ship is Boba Fett's starship. Yeah, they no longer call it the Slave One, which is what we've known it by for over 30 years until Disney got a hold of the franchise. So this is now called Boba Fett's starship. And as you can see, looking it over, it's actually a very well done ship. Fairly good detail, a very nice paint job. I pretty much really like this thing. And I like the back of the boxes because they showcase the different ships in a drawing type format, kind of a graphics format. So no matter where you look in the box, on the box, in the box, whatever, there's something Star Wars. There's not a whole lot of blank territory on this packaging. So there's Boba Fett's ship. The second one we have here is the Razor Crest. Yep, this is the one that caught my eye first, if I remember correctly. I had to have the Razor Crest. I love the Razor Crest. I don't like what they did to the Razor Crest in the second series, but I'm not going to tell you what they did in case you didn't watch it. Watch the series, find out for yourself. But here again, same type of packaging. As you can see on the top, we have a different type of symbol than we did from Boba Fett. And if you look at this one's even heavier than the Boba Fett one, to tell the truth. But there again, a very nice paint job, nice detail, considering this is a very scaled down version of the ship. You could have a lot of fun with these ships if you were a kid and using your imagination. But there's even more. Remember, I said there was 4. Here's number 3. And this time we have the TIE Fighter from the original movies. Take a close look at it. Pretty good detail. I do like that the solar panels are very well done. And of course, little ball in the middle looks pretty good. So there again, nice done. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you is each of these models comes with a base. And as you can see from the picture on the back of the box, the base allows you to swivel it 360 degrees. So you're not stuck with it just facing one direction. You can kind of face it to the side or whatever. So it gives you a little bit of leeway there to do it. Now, I said there were 4 ships in this series. I've been able to find 3. I have not found the 4th one in the store yet. And I suppose I'm probably going to have to go online now to get it. I much prefer finding things in the store. It's more fun. Going online, if I have to, I'll go do it. And I know I've recently bought some vintage action figures that I haven't seen in the stores, but I want to fill out some gaps that I have in my collection. So I had to go online to the Hasbro site to order them. So the one I'm missing is the X-Wing Fighter. The X-Wing Fighter. And actually it's Red 5 X-Wing Fighter. So it's kind of an important ship. I really need that ship for this collection. Besides, I like to have the whole series if possible. I've got enough partial series. I like to fill them up now when I can. But anyway, those are 3 of the 4 ships that are in the Spaceships Select series by Hot Wheels. What do you think of these? Like I said, there's a little weight to these. I like these, and I love the packaging. You know me. I don't open the boxes usually because, as far as I'm concerned, the packaging is part of the fun. Well, that brings us to a close on this video of the Hot Wheel cars and starships of 2021 into 2022. What do you think of them? Do you like the little cars? Do you like Chewbacca's pickup? Or do you prefer the starships? Let me know. Leave a comment. And don't forget to like the video. Hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. Let's see if we can get a few more views on this particular one. And of course, the most important thing, hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can top 600 here. We're so close that we can't quite get to it yet. So please hit subscribe. Until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting.